Hello. My name is Aaron Harris Woodstein. I am the author and designer of Turn That Thing Around. I am co-doing this GoFundMe with Iris Sowlat, the director. She has been really wonderful to work with, and we've really done a lot of good work together in finishing the play into something that could be fully performed. I come before you today because the impossible happened. I got funding for this play. Well, some funding for this play. In August, I called up a special effects company in California, New Rural Effects, and I asked them, hey, how much would it cost for a 6 foot by 3 foot by 3 foot glass box in which an actor smashes through a couple of the panes and then pushes over the downstage wall? And he said, good question. And he came back to me and he said, $4,300. And I said, oh, that's a lot of money. And plus shipping from California to Illinois, plus the blackboards for the manic narrator to write on, plus everything else. So I said, Ryan, thank you so much for your time in pricing this out and working through this with me, but I am going to put up a Kickstarter, and in 30 days I'll be able to tell you whether or not I can move forward. 30 days later, the impossible happened. It went through. The Kickstarter raised $5,700, of which I got $5,300 after payments to Kickstarter and to Amazon Payments. This left me with just enough money for the box, the blackboards, and I wasn't quite sure what else. I didn't have any experience doing professional theater. I didn't know all the things that went into it, and liability insurance goes into it. I have to pay for the liability coverage of the actors using the glass box and around the glass box and all the patrons in the theater. In case someone trips and hurts themselves, I have to have insurance for it. That insurance quote came out to $750. I have to have programs, because in the Kickstarter I promised programs in which the donors would be in the program, along with the actors and the musicians and everyone else who helped. Those came out to $630. Oh boy, and it kept piling on, and the actor blocks, I don't own any actor blocks, and I didn't want to use just plain old black actor blocks because I had this fantastical, aged, copper, glass, shattered, cracked box. So I commissioned New Rural Effects to make crates that would fit in with the theme of the box and the blackboards. I raised additional money for that, and that is already paid for, but tonight I checked the insurance quote, and it was far more than I could handle. It turns out that just selling ads is not a viable option anymore for raising the additional money, so that's why I come to you. But I first need to give you a reason why you should consider our production. Our production chronicles the worst days of my life. Theater is supposed to chronicle the most fantastic days of someone's life, and the most awful days of my life were the days in which I had a manic episode. I have bipolar 1 disorder, and it does not mean all of those scary things that pop into your head. The reason why I'm putting on this play is to raise awareness for bipolar disorder and its causes and when it arises. The target audience of the show is between, I would say, 16 to 25, along with the entire Bloomington normal community, and bipolar disorder starts between 16 and 25. That's when the first manic episode happens, or the first major depressive cycle happens, and both can be lethal, which is why I think this play is so important. This play is a surreal play with a splash of magic realism. There is a narrator from the... She's kind of a narrator from the future, narrating what's going on as if she's telling it through a storybook. The lead actor, Jack, is writing the show before your eyes because he is having the manic episode. And there's a manic narrator in the back, writing on the blackboards all the scene titles, representing his frantic writing of the show as he performs it. This show also brings awareness to HIV, AIDS, and bisexuality. I haven't really seen many shows that feature bipolar disorder or bisexuality, to be frank. Um, and this manic episode was spurred by the 3-day wait for an HIV test. And the road trip that had to happen afterwards, all the way from Chicago to New Hampshire. And every roadblock along the way spiraled me further and further and further into the manic episode. And I almost died. So that makes pretty good theater, right? So I come to you for help to accomplish the most fantastical show of my dreams. The show I didn't think was possible. And the most painful thing is I know it's possible. It's right there. I can see it. It's coming January 30th. We've come so far, Iris and I, and the whole cast, and Luke has composed an entire score for the production. And I can't settle now. I have to get the whole thing. I can't settle for less. I need it to, because the more fantastical the production, the more people it would bring in, the more people see the message, and perhaps more people hear the message of the play in the future. Because I exist. I am alive. I am bisexual and bipolar, and I consider myself successful getting this far. It is my hope that you, in the holiday spirit, will help Iris, myself, Luke, Sean, Avi, Liesel, Blair, all, and might as well, Kong and Paxton, and get us to that fantastical production we were hoping for. Every dollar raised in the GoFundMe goes directly to the production. There's no messing around here. I have a separate bank account for my show funds. It all is being documented as where the money went, how it came in. So if anyone needs to check, it's all right there, because I have been entrusted with this production and I do not want to screw it up. If you have any questions, please contact us through the contact link, or you can contact me at awoodsT1@gmail.com. Again, that's awoodsT1@gmail.com. My name is Aaron Harris Wittstein. You can look me up on Kickstarter and see what we did there. And there's plenty of information on this site as well. I thank you for listening and watching. It's hard. It's amazing to imagine that someone I don't know is right there on the other side of this screen. So thank you for at least watching, and I hope that you will share this video, and I hope that you will be able to help us in reaching the start of our professional careers and a major milestone in our partnership for the rest of our lives. So happy holidays. Thank you.